So something that really bugs me in sports is the greediness of owners. Case in point. The video you just saw was of the supporters section at Atlanta United games. The uploader, Shane Suddeth, would caption it, "Thanks to the few true supporters who actually came out and cheered. The rest of y'all crybabies should just sell your tickets." Here's the issue. Per the reports, this tweet is illogical, and the supporters sections are conducting a protest at Atlanta United games. Let me tell you about it. Via the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, for the first 90 minutes of the match, the stadium lacked active vuvuzelas and fans not beating their large bass drums until the very end of the match to show their hatred for what they believe to be the outrageous prices for the average fan. This is good. This is something every single sports fan should get behind. Kendall Wright of the AJC would continue in his column. The cheapest ticket will cost $560, a boost of $200 since their inaugural season of 2017. This was the team's second match since the increase was announced. This was the first time they protested the season ticket price increase, and they should continue protesting it. The Gulch, a supporters group, would put it like this in a statement: "We'd like to formally propose the following as a solution to the front office of Atlanta United. A 5-year freeze on ticket prices, a second ticket exchange window at the 40% mark of the season, a one-time option for each founding member to opt back into season tickets at their founding member status and pricing, an additional ticket payment plan for season tickets over a longer period of time." At the beginning of their statement, they would say this via Instagram: "We as the Gulch, and on behalf of our independent supporters group, our memberships, and all supporters are deeply troubled by the price increases going into next season that are inconsistent with team performance and stated front office goals. As frustration grows amongst supporters, we see these price increases, as being extremely detrimental to the community we've worked so hard to foster and enrich season by season." I'm going to have more on this in a moment, by the way. I want to get through their statements. "The annual price increases over the past few years have had a twofold effect on the supporters section. The section is increasingly filled with fans looking for affordable tickets but not keen on the supporter experience, while simultaneously supporters who provide that experience have been priced out. We all love this club. We purchase tickets, merch, travel to away games. We have seen a minimum 56% increase in ticket prices from 2017 to present day in the supporters section alone. Season ticket holders' benefits continue to disappear, and performance on the field is lacking, making the continuous price increases difficult to understand. Without question, how would one feel if they gave their all, including their dollars, to a team that does not value them? And more importantly, this is very different than, say, the Carolina Panthers being bad or the Phoenix Suns underperforming. These are sections in stadiums that are supposed to be the diehards, that are supposed to get everybody cheering and clapping and singing and into the game that much more to create a loud, raucous atmosphere. And now they are basically being priced out for people who are just going to sit in those seats, pick their noses, and remain silent without even clapping. Not even a golf pity clap. They would get a shout out from the Atlanta United Reddit page, which said, "Mad respect. Supporter section protest. I am a season ticket holder in section 134. Wanted to give a shout out to the supporter section for price increases protest. It was noticeable, made a statement, and was warranted in my opinion. Much love and respect." Via the AJC once more. "The least expensive season ticket the club will offer next season is for $560 in the GA section of the supporters section for members of the Founders Club. The most expensive ticket will be on-field seating for $16,300. The price has more than doubled since it was introduced a year ago. in the year 2023 at $8,040. The biggest percentage increase among non-premium seats since 2017 is the lower goal section, which started at $360 and will be $650 in 2025, an 80.5% increase. This is once again price gouging. It could be at the pump, it could be at the grocery store, it could be in sports. On the team's official site, ironically, Atlanta United wrote, "The supporter section is the heartbeat of the stadium, where the ATL is brought to life by its most passionate fans. Together, we strive to create the loudest, most creative, most passionate, and stunning, gritty, yet flashy sporting experience in North American soccer." So why isn't this energy being reciprocated? I'll have more in a moment. Kyle Hamm of the Gulch would say, "This is nothing but detrimental to our community. All I see is members on members dropping their tickets for next year and deciding not to attend next year's games. All I care about is not myself, but the community, and what the community needs is frozen season ticket prices."
There is, 6 to 10% increase. Are the free away match tickets, of course, the ticket exchange program, where essentially you can buy back or have the team buy back games that you are not able to make it to, but you have to decide in January for the matches from April to October.
AJ at Atlanta United Fan TV broke it down further.
Talking about that ticket sellback program where, you basically have to make that decision in January. It's a bit ludicrous where they're basically expecting fans to know what their schedule's like for the entire year. So they're asking us to revolve our entire lives around Atlanta United at the beginning of January. Atlanta United have the lowest median salary and then the lowest season ticket prices. So basically, we are making the least and having to pay the most, especially in a case where there are already, 40 some odd season ticket holders, and it comes across a little bit greedy.
More supporters groups would weigh in as well. From Terminus Legion on Facebook, today, members of the Pit have decided to conduct a silent protest during the match in response to recent ticket price increases. This is in addition to the collective statement released by the Gulch, which TL supported, but today's protest is separate from the statement and being led by the Pit. Terminus Legion upholds the values of individual choice and respect within our community, and we respect your decision to either join the silent protest or continue your usual vocal support. Above all, we emphasize the importance of treating everyone with respect, regardless of their choice. Unity within our community is paramount, and we believe in fostering an inclusive and tolerant environment where differing viewpoints are acknowledged and respected. Okay, here's my take. I hate what Atlanta United is doing. I hate that there are billionaire owners who decide that the most loyal, the most raucous, the most passionate, the most vocal supporters should be pushed out so they could make another buck. And what I will then illustrate is the polarizing differences between, for example, what MLS does and what different clubs throughout the world do, no matter if it is in England, Spain, France, Italy, Argentina, doesn't matter. The supporter section is the supporter section. The club thrives off of having these home crowds. View it as a college basketball or college football student section times 1,000,000. What I have noticed is the fan experience when going to games in Europe is completely different. The NBA, you could hear from former players, they have all given statements on how it is so much easier. The skill level is different, but it is so much easier from an away team's perspective. There are no flares going off in the stands. There is no chanting at someone. The crowd might get hyped up a little bit in the fourth quarter. They might get hyped up a little bit in the playoffs, a lot more in the playoffs, I will say. But it doesn't compare. Because what these clubs, teams in Europe understand is they need it. Look and YouTube it. Some of the craziest fan bases in Serbia, Croatia. I mean, Lucas talked about it when he played for Real Madrid. Spain is obviously another one. And then look at what happens at a Los Angeles Clippers game or a Memphis Grizzlies game. It is a deep-rooted issue, and the issue, of course, is how capitalism is ruining sports, but it is also ruining the fan experience. No longer can a family of 3, family of 4 afford to go to a professional sporting event in the United States unless the team is damn near winless. And that is indicative of those who control the teams, the billionaire class, who would rather spit at, and kick out that family of 4, that family of 3, or a supporters group in favor of making a quick buck. It's gross. But it's how the United States runs their teams. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.